Has the QB answer for the New York Jets been under their nose the entire time? A team insider believes so. Let's roll.
I'm going to lose my gosh darn bananas. Boy Green Daily starts now. Zoinks!
I made it clear that my intention was to play, and my intention was to play for the New York Jets.
You're fucking wrong!
What's happening, everybody? Paul Eston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcasts. Hopefully you guys are continuing to enjoy the Christmas holiday and upcoming New Year's holiday and all those wonderful festivities. Again, I'm Paul Eston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for HeavyGoshdarn.com. Let's make sure you guys like the video. Hit subscribe as you head on in to watch us, whether you're watching live or you're watching after the fact. We appreciate it. Again, that is youtube.com/BoyGreen25. And as we're getting this party started, baby, let's flip the banner immediately. We are running out of time for this beautiful contest, baby. It's our Boy Green emoji contest and our Jets raffle giveaway. All of that is happening, not only through the last couple of days of December here, but as my father announced on the show yesterday, we are going to extend that into January 1st, which will be next Wednesday. We'll be doing a live show at noon. And we'll be talking about, some final raffle tickets getting in. And me and my dad will be live together for that show. So I'm very much looking forward to that. So again, every gifted membership that you guys send in, which is $2.99 per, you guys can also convert that over to Super Chat because some people aren't able to gift channel memberships. You get a raffle ticket to our big giveaway. And our big giveaway at the end of the month is going to be giving away a New York Jets jersey from a Hall of Famer. It's going to be autograph merch. It's going to be stuff from my personal vault, my personal collection, and some other special prizes. I really want to make it truly special for whoever our grand prize winner is. And plus, the person that gifts the most will get a custom emoji created by Snowball. I was talking to him about it yesterday. And here's the updated leaderboard, by the way, for gifted memberships so far in the month of December. For Lillian Big D has 53 gifted memberships so far this month. Jimmy Jets, 50. Number one Austrian Jet fan, 50. Travis Breheim, 51. I mean, fastest food review, Chef Kevin Gilbert's at 37, FL Phil 30, Ed Vargas 30, MFC 24, DNY for Life, a.k.a. Demon 20, and Neil Senior 20. So we got a bunch of people in the contest, and as we found out with Travis Breheim, you can get into the contest immediately if you choose to. Travis Breheim has gifted all 51 of his memberships this week. So anything is possible. Anything can happen, baby. So get involved if you can. And J-Boy just did, baby. A 5-pack of Boy Green Coffee Club memberships gifted right off the top rope. We love it. Oh, yeah, baby. Here we go. Yeah, that was awkward. That happened. There we go. That took a second. Sometimes you got to flip the engine once or twice to get all those good times rolling. That's for sure. Let's get it in here for our guy, a.k.a. J-Boy, gifting 5 Boy Green Coffee Club memberships. Let me read those 5 new members. We got Jahashan Diol, Jets Worldwide, wide. Daniel Yanez, Ali Shahif, MC3. You guys are all now members to the Boy Green Coffee Club, baby, which we love to see. God bless. Welcome to the show, baby. And keep enjoying everything that comes. Again, all of these are to our boy, J-Boy, who, by the way, has 18 gifted memberships so far this month. He's kicking some Patuki, baby. And we love to friggin' see it. Thanks, J-Boy. Thank you. Holla. Now, let's get into it here, baby. Let's get into it here. And thank you, J-Boy, for that. Get us started. And feel free to continue to gift memberships throughout the show. Has the quarterback answer for the New York Jets been right under their nose the entire time? Well, Connor Hughes of SNY does this YouTube show called Jets Class. And I stumbled into it yesterday. As soon as it came out, I'm like, let me see what this is all about. It's normally like a 10, 15-minute show, what have you. And he has takes in the show. And one of the takes was the best alternative to Aaron Rodgers. Well, Folks, apparently it's Tyrod Taylor who's under contract already right now with the New York Jets for this season and next season. Let's hear Connor Hughes of SNY. This video is from Jets Class.
The million-dollar question facing the Jets is, if not Rodgers, then who? And I genuinely believe that the best person that they can turn to if they choose to move on from Aaron is Tyrod Taylor, who's under contract for 2025. Taylor is your quintessential bridge quarterback. He's someone who teammates absolutely love. He's someone who can hold down the fort of an offense. He's someone who will electrify fans with his legs and his ability to take deep shot after deep shot after deep shot. And oh, by the way, he can still play. He's not perfect. There are absolutely durability concerns. He holds the ball far too long, which highlights and brings into the light those injury concerns, but he's somebody that the Jets can rely on. And if this is a bridge year, if this is a let's get our stuff together before we really try to make a run in 2026, honestly, I still think Tyrod Taylor could get the Jets to the playoffs.
So there's a lot to unpack there. First off, there might be a slight bit of hyperbole with Tyrod Taylor's ability to electrify the Jets fan base, like The Rock coming into WrestleMania with his legs. Because, I mean, Tyrod Taylor is certainly mobile. I'm not trying to disregard his ability. Last season with the New York Giants, he had 197 yards rushing on the ground. That was the most Tyrod Taylor had since 2017, which, by the way, was 7 years ago. So he certainly showed he still has something left in the tank. He was running a lot for the Giants last year, and a bunch of years before that, he had not gotten near that total. So, he had 151 in 2021, but then he had been in and out of games of playing. Like with the Chargers, he had 7 yards rushing, then another 7 yards rushing, then the 151 with Houston, then 70 yards with the Giants in his first year, then 197 this past year. So I don't know if electrify, that might be a little aggressive. But overall, a lot of what he says is true. Tyrod Taylor can hold down the fort on offense. He is a veteran. He is 35 years of age. He'll be 36 by the start of the 2025 season. He's already under contract. So when we speculate and say, ooh, what about Sam Darnold? What about Russell Wilson? What about Aaron Rodgers? What about this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy? There's a lot of names that are thrown out there that 99% of them are not on the Jets roster, right? Aaron Rodgers, he's under contract, of course. Tyrod Taylor, he's under contract. But all these other guys are just like, who knows? Maybe the Jets will sign them. Maybe they won't. The most obvious answer is the guy right there for the New York Jets who's already on the roster, which is Tyrod Taylor. And I like Tyrod a lot. I will tell you, Boy Scout honor, hand of the Bible. I did a video last year. I'm sure I'll do another one this year of the top 5 free agents the New York Jets should avoid. I made a video before free agency started. I believe number 1 on the list was Tyrod Taylor. So I want to make sure I'm straight with you. And I give you the honest, God-honest truth that I lay on the table here. I'm just saying, Tyrod Taylor, I totally believe it. Well, yes, but the number one reason he was the number 1 guy I would not go for, well, is because of durability, man. Tyrod Taylor has struggled to stay healthy. Now, some of that's been his fault, and some of it hasn't been his fault. I mean, like the Chargers doctor who punctured his lung with a syringe. Well, obviously, that wasn't Tyrod's fault. That was a crazy, aggressive doctor who said, hey, I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, pff, Jesus. What are these things? I mean, that's the most Jets thing ever to have a doctor basically attack Tyrod Taylor in the training room and Justin Herbert slap on the cheeks. Hey, buddy, I guess you're starting. Huh? Ooh, what? So anywho, long story short, Tyrod Taylor is an intriguing option for the New York Jets. He's already under contract. The way his contract was structured, this past offseason is signed a 2-year deal for $12 million, $8.5 million guaranteed. How the contract is structured, Tyrod's going to be here next year regardless of who the coach is. Unless they're just like lighting money on fire, he's going to be back. So Tyrod is either probably going to be your QB2 or potentially QB1. He is, as Connor Hughes used the word, the quintessential bridge quarterback to set you up. Is he bridging to a first-round pick quarterback that you're taking? Is he going to be in a room with another random veteran that you bring in to compete? Is he going to be competing with Jordan Travis? Like, what's the answer? That we're not sure. MFC jumps in and says, Tyrod Taylor's never played a full season. What makes anyone think next year would be different? That's the part where I push back a bit on Connor Hughes. So he says, sure, durability is a concern, but he's someone the Jets can rely on. That's an oxymoron. if he can't stay healthy, he's literally not someone the Jets can rely on because he can't stay healthy. So, yes, if you look at the breadth of Tyrod Taylor's career, he has never completed a full season in his history. Now, some of that is, he's never – the only time he was a full-time starter unquestioned was in Buffalo. And I see our boy Danny is here watching on the show. He was the Buffalo Bills starter from 2015 through 2017 in those 3 seasons where he was the unquestioned full-time starter. He started 14 games, 15 games, and in 15 games he appeared in that final season. He started 14 of those. Those are the 3 seasons in which he was a full-time starter. Beyond that, he was a backup in Baltimore for the first 4 years of his career. Then he got the shot in Buffalo. Then he got sparingly shots in Cleveland. Then he was the backup bridge guy with the Chargers. He appeared in 8 games in that first season. Then he went to Houston again and started 6 games. So he was forced into action there. Then he was with the Giants where he was ultimately forced into action the prior season, last year for the Giants. And then he's here with the Jets. So some of it is certainly durability. There's no question. I can't hide that. That is true, that there have been durability concerns. But it's also... some of the durability concerns, I think, are a little overstretched because you just see the numbers go, oh, my God, this guy hasn't started blee, blah, blue in forever. Part of that was he was just a guy on the bench, a clipboard holder. Nothing wrong with that. Some would argue that's the best job in sports, by the way. Making millions of dollars holding a clipboard. You could argue that. But he's an older guy. He's never played a full season. Those are the facts, Jack. Those are the facts. So... and that's true. Snowball says we escorted him out of the job in Cleveland. Cough, cough. Baker Mayfield. Hello. Debut of Baker Mayfield. But to me, I'm not sure if I'm like electrified this, that, or the other. And then the other big thing that Connor Hughes said is he believes if this ends up being this bridge year where Tyrod's the guy, that Tyrod Taylor can take the New York Jets to the playoffs. Playoffs? Whoa. Hey. I asked the fans on Twitter because I put up this Connor Hughes clip on the internet, and then I said, oh, that's an interesting take there. Oh, you're like the Tyrod Taylor could take the Jets to the playoffs. Let's put it up to a poll. Do you think the Jets can make the playoffs with Tyrod Taylor at quarterback in 2025? Put up that poll yesterday. We had 900 votes. Still 8 hours left if you guys would like to vote. 69% of the fans said, no. No, he can't. 30% said yes. And we got a lot of other answers here. Danny, he says, I believe he can. Why? Because I watched him do it in Buffalo with objectively less talented skill players around him than what he presumably would have with the Jets. Other Jet fans, if we can't make it with Aaron Rodgers, what makes you think we can make it with Tyrod Taylor? I hate this fan base. Some say it depends on the coaching. Some say the injury concerns. Some say coaching. Some say he won't play more than 6 games, wasted time. And others said stop the nonsense. So a lot of non-believers on the Tyrod Taylor conversation. There's a lot of non-believers. But believe this, whether or not you want to believe the playoffs or electrifying fan bases with its legs, we can riddle you this, though, that he is a more realistic option to play next year for the Jets because, well, again, checks notes, he's under contract. So there's a lot of possible options. Like a Doctor Strange, he's seeing all the different multiverses. There's a world where Aaron Rodgers is a starter. There's a world where Tyrod Taylor is the starter. There's a very small world that Jordan Travis is the starter. I don't know if I believe that. Okay. Other veteran quarterback. Insert your veteran quarterback of choice. There's a world with that. Oh, first-round rookie. You never know. Or a rookie in general. Let me kind of paint it in that light because, hey, Russell Wilson. We just talked about that the other day. Matt Flynn had this crazy end of his run with the Green Bay Packers, where he got a chance to start through like 6 touchdown passes. So I think that was against the Detroit Lions. And Seattle goes goo goo gaga. Oh, give me that Matt Flynn guy. And Matt Flynn signs this $22.5 million deal. They're like, oh, you're the guy. And then they draft some kid named Russell Wilson in the 3rd round who beats out Matt Flynn, and then he's the guy. And then you're like, oh, geez, I didn't have this on the bingo card. So, the Jets getting it right randomly in the mid-rounds of the quarterback seems hard to fathom, but hey, it happens to teams. The Cowboys had Dak Prescott in the 4th round, Russell Wilson in the 3rd round, Tom Brady in the 6th round. Like, things happen, although Tom Brady was one that sort of marinated before we got to see the ultimate Tom Brady, but you get the point. sometimes people could get it right. And there is a lot of people arguing for that. Steve232 on YouTube chiming in. Dylan the Duck, Dylan Gabriel is a very popular name that maybe is the answer here. Or Three Siblings says Jalen Milroe, who at one point was considered this first-round pick. Now he's been sliding. I've seen him more frequently in mock drafts in the second or third round. Maybe that's where the Jets grab him and then plug him in on the bench. So we'll see. Mike Roach says developing quarterback is our only hope. And with a guy like Tyrod, hopefully that guy could marinate. And this is why I wouldn't be opposed to this. So Tyrod Taylor obviously has durability concerns. You don't want to have Tyrod Taylor, this raw-ass rookie that like clearly needs time, and then Jordan Travis. I think that would not be an appropriate quarterback room because as soon as Tyrod gets hurt, you're probably going to go to the raw kid. Or Jordan Travis, maybe. But the chance to go to the raw kid is very clear. So maybe your quarterback construction can be like a Tyrod Taylor, like a Justin Fields type, another veteran, and then either rookie / Jordan Travis as your QB3 and allow that person to develop properly. Let Justin Fields and Tyrod Taylor shove them in the proverbial octagon. Let them battle it out. Again, it doesn't have to be Justin Fields. It's just my random example. But whatever veteran quarterback you choose, Mac Jones, Justin Fields, someone of that nature, where they're battling it out, whoever wins, Tyrod or the guy, and then they go through the season, boop, 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 and then things are either happening good or bad or indifferent, and then you can flip to the other guy. Like, okay, we started out with Fields, not great, let's go to Tyrod, okay, let's do that, and then that third guy is just kind of marinating in the sauce. Okay, you have it on the back burner. You're keeping it warm, do a taste test, every once in a while, kind of checking the maturation process that could exist here with a young quarterback. That might be the ideal plan for the New York Jets. Like I said, it could be Aaron. Aaron could be that guy. Could be Aaron Rodgers back and then Tyrod and then either Jordan Travis or the rookie, but that could be the plan. Either way, I'd like a development strategy. I would. Jimmy Jet says Will Howard in the third or fourth round. I'd like my boy Kyle McCord if he's available. That'd be a fun one. A lot of people ask me about Riley Leonard, the Notre Dame quarterback. I don't know. Like, I'm fine with the Notre Dame run that's happening here. I'm not sure if I love Riley Leonard, to be honest with you. He's a running quarterback, which normally you like, but I don't know. Just watching Riley Leonard all year, I'm not like, woo, he's the guy. I don't have conviction in that light, excuse me, to be honest with you. My last name is Porter Roch. Mike Roch. Roch. Nice. Okay, Roch. I'll work on that for you. Roch. Can of Roch. All right, Roch. I'll work on that. Thank you. I appreciate names being pronounced correctly because, like my name, I don't know how people think they pronounce it because I don't know. I'm not hearing from you people yet. I haven't opened up the phone lines, but my last name has been butchered for centuries. Edson, Edson. Again, it's just an S, pretend it's a Z. Esdin. Paul Esdin. But people have butchered it forever. Class, people in the streets. When I go on other people's podcasts, yeah, who's this guy? So I pride myself on trying to get people's names right. That's an important part of the process. Future interviewers out there, it never hurts to do one of two things. First, either check the person's name with a YouTube interview. Hey, have they had their name pronounced before? And if you hear it a bunch of different ways right before the interview, hey, just want to make sure I get your name right. How do you pronounce that? It's a little interview tip there. For instance, just you guys get the point. Dave Brigga, let's go back to some of these comments. One day closer to just end the season. What a disaster. Yeah, it's been a tough year. NY Jets FL said Cooper Rush a week ago. Cooper Rush was a popular name again among Jet fans, I guess. How old is Cooper? Let me do a quick discount double check on old Cooper Rush. Not Cooper Kupp, thank you. Cooper Rush. 31, okay, he's a little older than I thought, but still, okay, all right. He might be dirt cheap. That could be the veteran that we were just talking about, like a random veteran that could be battling in the room. That could be it, sure. MFC goes, Cooper Rush, Tyrod Taylor, why not just keep Rodgers? And again, I think Aaron Rodgers is the most compelling guy for the now. The only potential hiccup is the Aaron Rodgers experience. It's like a ride at the carnival. There's a lot more to the ride. There's an experience when you're with Aaron Rodgers. And the new regime may not want to be overwhelmed by the Rodgers experience. They may want to establish their own culture, their own regime. And to be honest, that might be easier with not having Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. That's true. That's true. They could want a clean break. Personally, and again, we've kind of evolved through all this together, I wouldn't mind Aaron Rodgers coming back, to be honest with you. I wouldn't mind it. He's a Hall of Famer, and, we've seen over the last couple of games, there's been an uptick in play as he's gotten healthier. Now, the problem is that I think the most obvious problem that we're all kind of avoiding here is Aaron Rodgers got injured last year with the Achilles. That blew out. Not his fault, but it happened. And then this year, he's had this horrible hamstring injury, a knee injury. He's now dealing with a new knee injury, which is an MCL sprain and an ankle sprain. I mean, this guy is duct taped altogether. If he's getting hurt, if he got hurt last year, if he's getting hurt this year, what possibly makes you say he's not going to get hurt even older next year in 2025? You know what I mean? So that's the part where we're like, fans trick themselves and saying, oh man, Aaron Rodgers is healthy now. Just wait till next year. Okay, but if he's been hurt, and it's not just 2 straight years, because he was hurt in 2022 as well with the Green Bay Packers. He got hurt in 2022, was hurt in 2023. Now he's hurt in 2024. And I used to share that stat with my dad, who hated it. But prior to that, even prior to 2023, when he came to the Jets, Aaron Rodgers had appeared in 81 of 82 games. The only game he missed was a COVID reason. He contracted COVID. He missed the Packers-Chiefs game. So he had been an NFL Ironman over a 5-season span heading into his Jets tenure. Unfortunately, that's kind of like the thing that happens everywhere, right? Like Chuck Clark, he had played in like 1,000 consecutive games or something over like it was not 1,000 games, it was like 1,000 snaps or something in a row, never missed a snap for like 3 or 4 years, and then he comes to Jets, immediately his leg explodes. You're like, oh Jesus, like that happens to everybody that plays for the Jets. But that's the one thing that I think we just say, oh man, Aaron Rodgers healthy next year is going to look awesome. But what tells us that he will be healthy? Because it's been 3 straight years of injuries. Maybe it's just old age. Maybe that's what's being the injury problem, which we're overlooking. Again, I'm for Aaron Rodgers, but if we fully vet everything out, you may be led to a different conclusion. But yeah, I think Aaron Rodgers is the best answer for the Jets in this moment of time. Hope we don't spend an hour talking about Vrabel again. I see on Jake Asman's show, and hey, no disrespect, he's having I have not gotten to see every show he's done on Vrabel, but there's been apparently a lot of new info, I guess, Jake Asman's been doing on some of these Vrabel shows, some new report or something. I'll just say this on Vrabel. He's an attractive name. I'd love to have him. He's not number 1 on my list, but he's in my top 3. He's number 2 on the list. He'd be great to have. And the problem is he can't even interview for another 2+ weeks. So when information will become available, I'll talk about it. When it's not, I won't. So yeah, see, we're having like an AA meeting here. Hello, my name is Edward, and I'm a Jets fan. Hey, Edward, as everyone comes in here. This should be how we introduce everybody in the club. Greg says this is worse than AA. At least alcoholics have hope. Jesus. People are sick. Good Lord. Yeah. I love it. Hey, we're all committed, baby. We're all committed. We're all committed to the cause. Jimmy Jett says Tyrod reminds him of Brissett from the Patriots. Yeah, he's more mobile. He's got a little more juice in the legs. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but my gut tells me he's been more mobile than Jacoby over the course of their careers. But basically, the theme of them is the same, of the hold the fort down. Not normally. Jacoby has been a turnover monster recently, but not normally turn the ball over a lot. Control. But the thing that Tyrod would have is the rocket launcher arm. That part helps for sure. He takes a lot of deep shots. Mobile, veteran guy, loved in the locker room. I hear that about Tyrod. I don't know on Jacoby how he's received in the locker room. Let's go to Hep. How's the rookie with a broken leg doing? Again, the latest report that I heard came from ESPN's Rich Zamini, and it was not good. Jordan Travis had left the Jets temporarily. due to frustration apparently with the rehab, and had been doing his own thing and taking a break from the rehab because it had gotten either so grueling or so what's the best way to say this? Like when you sometimes, as someone who blew out his ACL, you do rehab, and sometimes you get results. Maybe a better example is like weight loss, because that's an easier thing to explain. So, like, if I'm a fat ass, so if I just say, hey, you know what, I'm going to start working out. And maybe the first week I'm working out really hard and I lose 10 or 15 pounds. I'm like, oh, yeah, there are results, baby. And then sometimes you just hit walls. So you could work out really hard the following week, but then you work out, you felt like you worked out good. And then you jump on the scale, you're like, whoa, where the hell are the results? And that could be a frustrating experience for people. That sort of seemed like it happened with Jordan Travis, where he had been doing rehab and getting progress. And then there was all these setbacks that Jeff Ulbrich said publicly. And apparently Travis hit a point where he left the Jets facility and wasn't practicing, and due to the rehab. That was a couple weeks ago on the Ritzamini podcast. I wish I would have clipped that so I could give you guys the verbatim answer, but that was basically the gist a couple weeks ago on Travis, which did not sound good, long story short. So rooting for Travis. Hopefully he starts feeling better and gets his mental headspace back. But not good. Not good on Travis, unfortunately. Yeah. Ooh, look at that. 3 siblings throwing down his stake on Jalen Milroe. Easy lock for top 15. He's not going second or third round. All right, easy. 3 siblings, excuse me. I'll put that on the docket. December 27th, Jalen Milroe is easily locked for top 15. Easy lock. Okay. All right. I will put that on there. Yeah, it seems like the latest commentary has him dropping, but we'll see. MFC, Milroe reminds me a lot of Zach Wilson. Oh, that's not good. All right, let's keep reading. He's a good improviser, saving the busted play, a butcher, great at backyard football, but he's not a surgeon. That's an interesting way to describe it. 3 siblings. It's Gracie Milroe mocked as a second or third round pick, but Zach Wilson was second overall. Couldn't even sniff Milroe. College success against tougher competition. And the thing to report here, 3 siblings, is that obviously the draft process changes. Mock drafts happening right now on December 27th are wildly different before. Zach Wilson had the pro day thing, and he had the uptick. He had a great offseason process where his stock shot up incredibly high. So there's a chance Jalen can work up. I don't know if it'll ever be second overall conversation. I don't know if he leapfrog Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders, but quarterbacks are scarce, and a good combine showing, a good pro day showing, good conversation happening in the media and things of that nature can skyrocket stock. So you never know. Mr. Fulton, hey, Merry Christmas, Paul. I got a PlayStation 5 for Christmas this year, and I'm playing Sonic and Shadow Generations and a new bike, and I'll be on America's Got Talent on February 21st, 2025. Well, congratulations, Mr. Fulton. That's amazing. I got a PS5 at the house. It's pretty sweet. I play a lot of college football. I play Madden. I got 2K. I play a lot of the sports games, to be honest, but Sonic and Shadow Generation sounds pretty cool. I used to play Sonic back in the day on the old GameCube. Forget what the game was called. We get to do like all these like racing stuff and other things of that nature. There was like these, I don't know. I'm going to mess up all the terms, but I used to have that for the GameCube. Very nice. Very nice. Let's see. Knoble rocking up draft boards. All right. We'll talk about that. All right. Knoble. PPG on Twitter, you can't talk quarterback till we know who the GM is, coach is. We can tell that from their background. Well, like I said, that's why I think Tyrod Taylor is an option a lot of people can talk about, because he's on the roster, and because of his contractual setup here, PPG, points per game. That's why he seems clearer. But yes, overall, to your point is true. Seeing who the GM is will lean us to head coaching options. Seeing who the head coach is may lean us to who player options they could consider and things of that nature. So, yes, that is accurate. So when we're talking about, Aaron Rodgers coming back or not coming back, it's really going to depend on who the new regime is, if we're being honest. Clicking a view. I would like to be completely honest to each and every Jet fan for 2025. There's only one answer at quarterback for our franchise, and that is Mac Jones. I have a strong feeling about that kid. He is the on. Ugh. I have that face that you have in the avatar. Ugh. Mac Jones just disturbs me. He seems like a dirty player that roundhouse kicks Sauce Gardner in the ball sack. He seems like a douche. I don't want Mac Jones. I mean, if they bring him in, I guess I'm going to have to learn to love him, I guess. But I'm not a big fan of Mac Jones. Kind of has douchish qualities. The weird celebrations. It just rubs me the wrong way. It was probably the Patriots thing. It was the Alabama thing. I didn't really like him coming out of the draft either. I don't know. But he's been solid, it looks like, for Jacksonville. I don't have his stats in front of me, but he was dicing up the Jets defense for whatever that's worth. So, let's see. Project Prospect with Dom C. One more day closer to the Senior Bowl, baby, and Dom C will be joining us here shortly in the new year. I'm looking forward to that. We'll have some live shows with Dom C down there at the Senior Bowl. That's on my bucket list. One day I'll definitely go to the Senior Bowl in Mobile, Alabama. We'll have to see. My daughter's birthday is on the 25th of January, so that's always going to complicate any potential future visits because of my daughter. But yes, I'd love to go there one day. But I will vicariously be living through Tom C as he does his live reports here on the show. So looking forward to some of those fun shows. So Dom C. Also, guys, make sure you subscribe at his YouTube channel right here, Project Prospect with Dom C. Boop, 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 boop. He's going to have all kinds of juicy deets on all these youngsters. So I'm looking forward to that. Jimmy Jets brings up Teddy Bridgewater, former Jets quarterback who's come out of retirement. He signed with the Detroit Lions, which is where he last was before he retired. So shout out to Teddy Bridgewater. He's a good dude. He's a good human. He's a good whatever the word is, good future bridge option for somebody. Detroit's got a bunch of guys there. They still got the Hendon Hooker kid from Tennessee. They got Jared Goff, obviously, but Teddy Bridgewater, he's good people, man. He's good people. I love Teddy. He's a great human being. I'd love to bring him back. I love that guy. Let me see. Go through some comments here, catch up here, then we'll open up the phone lines here in a little bit. Let me get this up. OC head coach is the only way to go. I'd prefer that if we can. To have that, the focus of the team would be great. That would be wonderful. MFC, if A-Rod gets hurt, it is what it is. And Tyrod comes in to hold things together until Rodgers gets back. That's why Tyrod's here. Okay? Not just to be the guy. I can appreciate that. And then we have other side, 3 siblings. Obviously, we're more than a quarterback away. Cut bait, start finding your guy. We tried to go for it. A-Rod got hurt first year. Shit show, second season. We got to let him go. Could be. That could be the path for the New York Jets. Yeah, back to 3 siblings. Justin Fields, Tyrod Taylor, Cooper Rush. My dream is Sam Darnold. Again, we'll probably, maybe we'll do it tomorrow. I don't know. I wrote a piece about Sam Darnold. That would be awesome. Again, there would be something poetic about that 27-year-old coming back to New York. I don't know if it's realistic or not, but that would be nice. Rodgers did not bring wins, unfortunately, but he brought a lot of fun. I'll never forget the Aaron Rodgers era for the rest of my life. Whatever, if it ends up ending here, I will never forget that for what happened. So, that'd be special. And Jeffrey here in the building sounds like a dream, baby. Love it. Good to see you. There. Jimmy Jets, baby, a 5-pack of gifted memberships. You love to see it. Ooh, shakalaka. Oop. Beautiful. Let's update the leaderboard, baby. Jimmy Jets has now taken the lead. He has 55 gifted memberships so far this month, which is the most gifted memberships. Again, so far this month. Jimmy Jets is number 1 with 55. We have Fleur Lily and Big D, number 2 with 53 gifted memberships. Travis Preheim at 51 and our number 1 Austrian Jet fan at 50 we have an incredibly tight race to decide who the hell is going to be our custom emoji king. And again, another reminder for everyone who's been gifting memberships, like Jimmy Jets and others, that we are extending this contest. Shout out to my pop for this idea. So not just through the month of December, it will sneak into a little bit of January because we want to do a live show to kind of announce the winner and reveal who that's going to be in terms of the most gifted memberships to make it fair and even for everybody, because I know people have holiday plans on New Year's Eve. So again, we had been doing it the entire month of December. We will continue to. And then on January 1st, that Wednesday, I believe it is. Let me make sure I have that up here. I have the right date. Yes. So next Wednesday, or this Wednesday coming up, January 1st, we'll be doing a live show at noon. And we'll be accepting gifted memberships until I think my dad said like 12:15 or something. So just stay tuned. Be there on that last second push to get any final memberships in. And then whoever has the most gifted memberships, I think it's by 12:15 is what we decided. After 12:15 expires, as soon as the clock turns 12:16, we'll shut down the contest. And whoever is number one at that point, folks, you will be gifted the custom emoji from Snowball. We'll also, of course, be doing the raffle giveaway for our big prize contest. So, folks, I want to make sure I give you guys as much of a heads up as possible so you all guys have a chance to get involved with that. So, shout out to our guy, Jimmy Jets, baby. All right, let's go. Let's read the 5 new members to the Boy Green Coffee Club here. Again, shout out to our guy, Jimmy Jets, baby. P-Fizz, NY Jets Girl, 11, Gerard Juarez, Keith Jackson, Andrew Kemp. You guys are all now members to the Boy Green Coffee Club. We love to see it. Jimmy Jets, baby. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Jimmy is in first place. A good place to be, my friend. A very good. What the flying hoot? 20 memberships from Ed Vargas. Good Lord. Have mercy. Sweet Caroline. Good Lord, have mercy. All right, let's update the leaderboard for old Ed Vargas, who now has 50 gifted memberships so far this month. Oh my goodness, a new person has entered the race for the top billing. Again, we still have Jimmy Jets, number 1 with 55. We have for Lily and Big D with 53. Travis Preheim with 51, and now we have a tie between number 1 Austrian Jet fan and Ed Vargas with 50 gifted memberships so far this month. Whoa, Mama Sita. Let's read the 20 new members to the Boy Green Coffee Club, and shout out to Ed Vargas, baby, for being in the holiday spirit. Jet Strong 1273, Luppy OU 812, Roy Calamundo, Sonny Crockett, Michael Duramo, Brandon McNeely, Sunny 85. That sounds like a radio station. Tim Tasher, M. Jaludi, Planet for Us, Ep. Got a membership. Hey now. Mac Styles, Paul K, Molon Labe, Dave Briga. There you go. Another one. Very nice. Michael Palermo. There's more. William Emily, who's joined our show before. Yanelli Watson. Yo Holmes gets it. E the Key. Look at all those wonderful gifted memberships from all these great commenters here on the show. Ed Vargas, baby, gets the and one. Slam Dunkalicious. Ed Vargas, good Lord, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Ed Vargas, baby, with the swag walk. Okay, Ed. We see you, Ed. Okay. You're getting a lot of thanks from some of our regulars in here. Molon, Hep, everybody saying thanks, Ed, for that wonderful spot. Unbelievable. Yeah, Dave Briga's like, hey, man, thanks for the membership. Beautiful. And let me give that as a quick shout out, people. For all the people that received memberships today, that is a temporary gift from Ed Vargas. It's a wonderful gift from Ed Vargas. So everyone that was just gifted a membership, you have free access to the channel, all the additional perks, which includes the Discord, the custom emojis, the loyalty badges. All of that is free for you guys because of Ed Vargas for a month. At the end of the month, it expires. You will receive an email, which whatever email signed up through your YouTube. And by the end of the month, they'll give you an opportunity. Hey, You enjoyed the free month? Hope so. Would you like to continue your membership? And it asks you if you would like to continue it. It's only $2.99 a month to continue, so I'd love it if you guys could continue to support the show. Helps me invest even more into the show with cool guests and fun bits and raffles and giveaways and all kinds of wonderful stuff. So feel free to hit the re-sign button at the end of the month if you enjoyed the product. So salute to Ed Vargas, baby. Absolutely love it. And there he is. Hi, Paul. We're here for you. Friggin' cool. Thanks, Ed. You're the best, baby. It was wonderful to, I say it all the time, but it was wonderful to meet you and your wife for that Week 3 Jets-Patriots game. It was a hoot. Absolutely. And Ed Vargas is getting the love from the coffee club, baby. Love it. Greg Rowell says, who thought the AR era would be worse than the Zach Wilson era? Yeah, I see what you're saying with wins, but come on, people. You know, Aaron Rodgers having 20-something touchdown passes, 24, I think he's had 24 touchdowns, 8 picks. That's the best quarterback season we've seen in, like, ever. You know, or at least since, like, Ken O'Brien in the 80s. Like, it's been a long, long time. A long time. So I've been enjoying the touchdown passes and the scores. We didn't get a lot of that with Zach Wilson. We're getting a lot of 6-3 games with Zach Wilson. I mean, so not good. David D says, heard a rumor that Sam Darnold might be hooking up with the Hawk Tua girl. What do your sources reveal, Paul? I'm proud to say I have zero to report on this. Zero to report. Good for Sam if he is. Sounds like a fun time. But I have no details to report on that. No details. But good for Sammy, though. Sam's doing quite well for himself, it looks like. He's doing quite well. Jeffrey says, Christmas never ends. It doesn't feel like it, baby. We're all celebrating. It's terrific. Easy. Don't be a fucking deadbeat. Sign up after your freebie. There you go. A very aggressive message from Easy. That works. That works. So shout out everybody. By the way, also people ask this, so let me throw this out there. Like people ask, oh, why didn't I get gifted a membership when the memberships are flowing? So 2 things. First off, you got to make sure you have membership gifting turned on, that you can receive it. That is a setting you can flip on your YouTube profile. If you see where it says Ed 20 gifted memberships, if you click that, there's actually an option that can turn on your switch. By default, it's turned off. So if you've never been gifted a membership before, that's why. You have to have it turned on to have a chance, number 1. Number 2, the most active people, that's what YouTube picks from when they're getting commenters. You saw a lot of people that interact with the show all the time. Hep, Dave Briga, others. It's random, but it goes to the most active people randomly. So it's another factor. So commenting, liking, interacting with the videos, that gets you active, and then you have to flip the switch too. So it's a double dipper, as they say. Double dipper. What's going to happen with Jordan Travis? Matt Huff, if I'm being honest, it doesn't look good. A new coaching staff is coming in, so they will have no ties to this young man. He's obviously been frustrated with the process of his rehab. That's not great. Tyrod Taylor is coming back no matter what. And Aaron's a maybe. And so let's just think about that. So Tyrod's coming back no matter what because of contract. So that's 1 quarterback spot. Aaron might come back. That would be 2 quarterback spots. And then Jordan Travis is fighting with a new regime to be maybe QB3. It doesn't look great. Sorry, Ricky, New York, wherever you are. That's not great. But that's the God honest truth, Matt Huff, who asked this question on YouTube. It's God honest truth. It doesn't look for him. It doesn't look good for him. Ed Vargas, baby. Paul, you are my wife's favorite Jets reporter and content creator. Hey now. Hey, she's got great taste. You probably already knew that, Ed. There you go. Jeffrey Snowball deserves a membership. Damn straight. Like I said, I can't pick it, but yeah, 1,000%. I don't know why Snowball doesn't have a membership. I'm not sure. Whoa, baby. E the Key just dropped a 20 membership gift in the happy holiday spirit. Oh, my. Wow. Oh, good Lord have mercy. It's getting spicy. Let's go. Let's add that to the totals, baby. E the gosh darn key, baby. Unfriggin' believable. This is terrific. Let me see. I want to make sure I add it to the list here. pretty sure E the Key has gifted membership so far this month, but I don't see it here on my list, so maybe not. Feel free to correct me, E the Key, if you have before this month. I thought you have, but either way, we'll put your 20 in here on my Excel sheet. I was pretty sure you had, but I don't have anything here on the sheet. But I appreciate the gifted 20 memberships, baby. You're in the race. So let's reveal our 20 new members to the Boy Green Gosh Darn Coffee Club, baby. You love to friggin' see it as they're all coming in. Here we go. E the Key. All right, here we go. Dave K. Dakota. There you go. Dakota, another big talker. Johnny Football. Amid Hayoka, who is always commenting in. LT Train. Anderson. Rob V. Gilbert Gonzalez. Matthias Simon. There's another common interactor. Golden Slums Media Page. T-Jet73. Dave Briga. Oh, his message got redacted. Sorry. Let's see. Roger F. Patrick Aruccio. Nathan Shells. Richard Clark. Anthrax 000G. Christian Rodriguez. Raymond T. Herman Patel. LeVar Gaves. Mike V. And you guys all have been gifted Boy Green Coffee Club memberships, baby. Good Lord have mercy. E the Key for 3 and 20. So do that math. But E the Key, baby, boom shakalaka, is in the middle of our race with 20 raffle tickets and, of course, 20 notches for our emoji contest. It's getting spicy here on the show today, folks. That's for dang sure. Okay. All righty. It's been a spicy show so far. I love it. We're going to open up the phone lines here in just a moment, too. And E the Key says the love. Pay it forward, baby. Again, for anyone who is gifted a membership, you could gift more memberships. You could re-sign. There's all kinds of things you could do. But E the Key, salute you, baby. E the Key, baby. God bless. Holy cow. I know, Hep. It is raining in here from the high heavens. Raining from the high heavens. It is getting spicy. And as you see here, everybody that was gifted a membership, here's the Discord link. Again, if you're a YouTube member, you get access to our Discord channel where we get to talk Jets, NFL, holidays, spirits, upcoming events that we're going to be doing. We're looking at some events for 2025, so keep an eye out for that. So again, that's another perk of being a YouTube member. As long as you are a member here on YouTube, you get access. So for the people that are just gifted a membership for a month, you have access to the Discord channel for a month. But then it will shut you off because your YouTube is connected to your Discord profile. So keep that in mind, people. And you can just click that Jared B. Discord link to get all the perks. If you have any questions or can't access Discord with any sort of issue, just feel free to reach out to me on any form of social media, baby. That is at BoyGreen25, B-O-Y, Green the Color 25, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I can help you out with any of your Discord issues so you guys get the full perks of your memberships. Jimmy Jet says, 20s be flying in hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Okay. Here we go, baby. Yeah, I love it. Okay. Let's see. JETS Jet all the way from Miami, Florida, baby. First timer. Oh, okay. So I appreciate that. Well, E the Key, welcome to the family, baby. Thanks for your contributions, and I love it. It's so cool that this show is like, it's international. I know Miami's not international, but we have our number one Austrian Jet fan. We got Miami. We got my parents in New Hampshire. We got people in the Midwest. We got like our boy Bubba Badshaw out there in Arkansas. I mean, we got people everywhere. It's so freaking cool. So E the Key, welcome to the family, baby. Taylor Sterling, I'm late. Who we getting for $12 million? That $12 million is Tyrod Taylor, who's already under contract for the 2-year deal for $12 million. Taylor Sterling, welcome to the party. Better late than never. We appreciate you coming in. Yeah, Tyrod Taylor. I'm working on an article right now. We'll have that up here this morning on the page, but wasn't able to finish it before the show. But yeah, I'll have a column on this. Connor Hughes gave the whole bit. You can rewind and listen to that if you'd like. Feel free. No longer a virgin, E. Jeffrey. Hey now, pop the cherry. There you go. Nice. Okay. Oh, yes. Good comment here from Jared B. Paul, did we unlock the 400 plus emoji yet? We have. So, Boy Green 25, that emoji came back. So anyone who is a member to the Boy Green Coffee Club gets access to all our custom emojis that are already on the channel. So yes, Jared B, I was able to check it late yesterday. We got Boy Green 25 back. That one's back. we got a placeholder for the contest winner. Currently, it's an extra one of my Hop on Pop Dad one. So you just have to put something in there to make sure that you hold the place with the custom emoji. So again, within a couple of days, we'll have our custom emoji gifted. So we have that spot unlocked, and then we could get even more emojis for future contests and things of that nature. So yeah, keep those memberships flying in, baby. The more memberships we have, the more emojis we can have, which I love gifting back to the fans too. So that'd be great. So, yes, sir, we do have it, baby. We sure friggin' do. Jameis Winston would be fun. I don't know about all the crab leg stealing and all that action, but that'd be fun for sure. Oh, yeah, Danny in real life. Here we go. Bills guy. Big-time Codrington game loading. Not only will I make my Boy Green Daily debut. Oh, wow. Yeah, because Danny's never called into the show. With a kickoff punt return, but a coffee club membership gift will also be on deck. Go Bills. Wow. So Danny in real life to call into the show for the first time ever. He's been a Twitter viewer, which is cool. By the way, we're live on Heavy on Jets Facebook page. Shout out to Heavy, my employer. YouTube.com/BoyGreen25 and on Twitter @BoyGreen25. Oh, wow. A Boy Green daily gift and watching the show. I appreciate it. Thank you. FL Phil 98 with a very important message. And every time we get a YouTube member super chat, we hear from my daughter, Zariah Luna.
Wow.
So many regulars that are not members. Come on, man. Yes, that is true. While we celebrated a lot of those people that were gifted memberships, if you're a regular to the show, you enjoy the content. Hit the after your gifted membership runs out this month. Make sure you re-sign. It's only $2.99 a month. Help support the show. It's very important to me that I make it affordable. I know we got a lot of stuff to pay for in life. Hey, coming off the holidays, I think you guys all feel me. So I try to make the membership as affordable as possible, a way that you guys can support the show in a very affordable financial way. It's only $2.99 a month, and that's it. I hope I never bump that price. I never want to increase that price. I want to leave that as $2.99 forever till I'm dead, is how I'd like to do it. And if people feel willing to gift beyond that with these crazy memberships and stuff, God bless. That's on the people. I appreciate if they choose to do that. But yeah, I try to make the memberships very affordable. So hopefully people resonate with that, and it makes it cheap and affordable for everybody. But FL Phil 98, I appreciate that. Thank you. We'll answer a couple more questions and we'll open up the phone lines. Back to Matt Huff. Do you see Garrett Wilson with the Jets next year? 1,000%. I see Garrett Wilson with the Jets next year. I know there's a lot of noise right now. I know a lot of Jet fans. There's fear tactics out there in the media, which makes you think that Garrett Wilson's leaving tomorrow. I am here to tell you, I am 1,000% confident that Garrett Wilson will be a member of the New York Jets next year. And as a matter of fact, I'll go a step further. I believe Garrett Wilson will be the highest paid Jets player in history this offseason. I absolutely do. Right now, I believe Quinnen Williams holds that title. But he's about to pass the biscuits to Garrett Wilson, who's going to beat him in overall contract average per year. He's going to beat Quinnen Williams. It's going to be hovering around $30 million per year, I believe. 28 to 30 million, 4-year deal, $75 million guaranteed, some crazy number. Garrett Wilson is going to be a New York Jet next year and for many years to come, people. I know it's scary right now. I know there's a lot of hoopla. It doesn't feel good to hear shit like that flying against the fence. But, Matt, the thing I would say about this is that, the Jet season sucks. So there's not a lot to talk about. So we mire in negativity. We mire in mediocrity. And that's no one else's fault. The antidote to these issues is winning football games, people. It's winning. When you win, the bullshit goes away. It gets quieted. You put lipstick on a pig. Again, you could still see in Philadelphia, even when you win, bullshit can happen. But when you win, it's the ultimate antidote. It cures all ails. It's the fountain of youth, is winning. And the Jets haven't won, quite frankly. 13 of the last 14 seasons have been losing seasons for the New York Jets. They only have one winning season. Think about that. We're doing a daily New York Jets talk show. 13 of the last 14 years, the Jets have had a losing record. They've been 500 or worse for 13 of the last 14 years. Only once did they have a better record than that. There was 10-6. It was 2015. They missed the playoffs that year, too. So, just imagine. Everyone seems to enjoy the show now. Imagine the show where we're doing playoff previews and things of that nature. Shoot, I don't think I've done a playoff show ever. because I started my podcast right around the AFC. It was sort of circumstance. It wasn't because it was a playoffs, but I started my old Jet show, used to be called the Jet Zone, for all the OG Jet Zone listeners out there in my audience. I started that podcast like 14 years ago. And here we are, baby. We've been on the video form for 4 or 5 years now. 4 years now, something like that. It's about to be 5 years, 4 years. So, yeah, baby. For sure. Let's go to MFC. No way are the Vikings trading JJ, Phil. He's going to sit behind Darnold. Again, I go back to that video take I had a few days ago. If the Vikings re-sign Sam Darnold, and by the way, the Vikings would probably be crazy not to re-sign Sam Darnold. And I mean like re-sign, because Sam Darnold ain't signing a one-year deal. Now, you could franchise tag him. This is what the Vikings could do, and my father he deserves all the credit for this. If the Vikings franchise tag Sam Darnold, I think everyone's staying. You're keeping Sam because you just franchise tagged him, and you're keeping J.J. McCarthy. However, if you don't franchise tag Sam, he's getting a long-term deal either from the Vikings or somebody else. And if you give Sam Darnold a long-term deal, then how does J.J. McCarthy fit into those plans? If I'm the Jets, I'm calling the Minnesota Vikings. If they franchise tag him, they're not trading him. If they sign Sam Darnold long-term, I think they might trade J.J. McCarthy. Because J.J. McCarthy could be a problem child. If he's not a problem child and he doesn't care, which would probably be a red flag. If he's not like, oh, man, I want to compete to be the guy, and I'm not the guy anymore, it would probably be a red flag if he didn't fight or show some chutzpah about it. If he just said, okay, I'll take it, you're like, huh? What? You're supposed to be the quarterback, the leader, and all this stuff? So, yeah, I'd try to make that trade. 100%. 100%. Will they? I don't know. Hey, Gilbert Gonzalez. Nice to see you, pal. Paul, very considerate. I appreciate that. Thank you. Very nice. I appreciate that. At 10 cents a day, Snowball. There you go. It's the SPCA. It's 10 cents a day to join the coffee club. Yeah, it's less than 10 cents a day, apparently, according to DZ. Less than 10 cents a day. So shout out. Yeah. It's 0.0099996666 a day for those counting at home. E the key. That's a good way to put it. Who bought Starbucks today? You could afford a membership. Bing, boom, bam. And again, it's $2.99 for the full month, people. The full month, $2.99. I mean, it's about as good as it gets. FL Phil 98. How about a poll question? Will the Jets sign Wilson? Sure. Let's put that up in the poll universe. I'll also open up the phone lines here in a second. Let's do that. FL Phil, hold on. We'll open up a poll. We'll open up the phone lines. All that coming up next, right here on Boy Green Daily.
Boy Green Daily. Boy Green Daily. Boy Green Daily. Talking just football, man. Boy Green Daily. Boy Green Daily. Boy Green Daily. The New York Jets Football Club. Wow. Offense, defense, special teams. Watch the Super Bowl season with Boy Green. J-E-T-S. Jets. Boy Green Daily. Boy Green Daily. Boy Green Daily. You're talking Jets football, man. Boy Green Daily. Boy Green Daily. Boy Green Daily. The New York Jets Football Club. Wow. Offense, defense, special teams. Watch the Super Bowl season with Boy Green. J-E-T-S. Jets.
There he is, Hep Baby. By the way, I love this. Dave Briggett says, winning is a marvelous deodorant. What a great way to say that. That's well put. By the way, FL Phil 98, a great suggestion. That poll is now live on YouTube. Feel free to vote on it. Will the New York Jets re-sign Garrett Wilson this offseason? Garrett Wilson is eligible for the first time in his NFL career to discuss a contract extension. Now, the Jets don't have to give him an extension, but they can talk to him about an extension, and now it's real. Like, for instance, in the first 3 years of Garrett Wilson's career, he couldn't hold out for a contract extension because literally it was against the rules. The Jets could not give him one even if they wanted to. But now the game changes. They can give it to him. He knows they could give it to him. They know they could give it to him. And now all of a sudden, if Garrett wanted to get a little froggy, that's where some issues potentially could arise. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. E the Key says, this chat will be popping if we're talking about wins and playoffs and everything else. Oh, yeah, baby. I can't wait. And to me, that makes it sweeter. All the time, people ask me in the streets, Paul, why the hell are you a Jets fan, man? What about the Chiefs or some other team? Like, man, you could be having a lot more fun talking about something else. I'm like, nah, man, I'm here through thick and thin. I'm committed, baby. I'm in. And while these suck for sure, these seasons, unfortunately, they're not great. But boy, when we win, because I know it's going to happen. It's not if, it's when. When the Jets win, it's going to be all the sweeter because we're going to remember these memories right here, right now, of being eliminated before Thanksgiving, and just we're going to savor this, go, okay. I remember those days. It's going to make the great times, Poison, nothing but a good time. It's going to make them even sweeter, baby. That's for dang sure. Jimmy Jets, real quick. Does Wilson even want to re-sign with the Jets if they continue to lose? Money talks, baby. Garrett Wilson could say, you know what? I've had enough of this losing. And then the Jets slap a blank check and slide it across the table. Yeah, where do I sign? I'm sorry? Yeah. Generational wealth? What? Financial security? What? Yeah. Garrett Wilson would have balls of steel if the Jets gave him a life-altering contract. He's like, I'm good, thanks. Because the Jets control his rights, people. Jets control his rights. He knows that. His agent will know that. He wants the money. The Jets can give him the money. That's a God-honest truth. He's under contract no matter what for 2025. The Jets are going to accept the fifth-year option of his contract in early May. That gives him team control gives the Jets team control for 2 seasons. Plus, they got 3 franchise tags in the back pocket if they wanted to push it all the way to that level. So let me just take a quick gander here, and then again, the phone lines are open. We have a few callers waiting. All right, I just want to do the quick research here. So Garrett Wilson's 24. He turns 25 in July. The Jets own his rights for the next 5 years. Garrett Wilson will be a 30-year-old man before he signs with another team if the Jets exercise their full team control. That's crazy. But it's the NFL, baby. That's the NFL. And they have that power in their back pocket. So, I mean, come on, people. Come on. Gilbert Gonzalez, playoff show in 2026. Mark it down, baby. That's the spirit. Let's go. How about 2025, baby? 2025 playoff show. That'd be great. All right, we'll get back to the comments in a second. Let's go to the phone line. You got our boy EZ here on the show. Good morning, EZ.
Good morning, Paul.
Okay.
All this conjecture. It's so interesting. Wow.
Yes.
Wilson's problem is he's tired of losing. It's not like he wants to leave the team. He's got his friends there, everything. He's established. He just wants to win. That's all. He's not mad at Aaron. He just wants to win. He's just frustrated.
Sure.
I mean, he's frustrated. Wouldn't you be? You came from Ohio State where you were freaking kicking ass and taking names every
And I'm
week.
pretty sure he played high school football in Texas, where also he won a lot too. So
yeah, well, yeah. You get attention when you win.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I mean, look at the catches he's made this year. Look, I mean, even last year with Zach Wilson, he made circus catches. I mean, the guy is a talent. I mean, the next regime's going to come in, and then they're going to reevaluate everyone. And I can guarantee you, Brees is staying. GW is staying. All these guys are staying. I mean, they're staying. Well, why get rid of them? They're good.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense to me.
Yeah, but I messed up my intro. I was going to say, hello, my name is Edward, and I am a Jets fan.
Yeah. Hey, Edward. And I'd get the entire chat to all welcome you. Yes. It does feel like an abusive circle of trust where we're all just spilling our guts here on therapeutic calls. I'm everybody's therapist. I'm my own therapist for all our Jets issues.
I'm an expert on abusive relationships.
Okay.
I wish I should probably pay Green Bean money to analyze me.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, Green Bean's an expert. Yeah.
Yep. But anyway, I believe that sincerely, if someone's gifted a membership, they need to pony up and buy it. I mean,
I'd appreciate that.
Because I mean, you're getting all the benefits because I pay for mine every month.
I love that.
I just got my bill on yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It was like $3.17 with tax and all the crap. So
right.
Come on. The frickin' $3.17. Come on. Most people shit $3.17. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
And you're helping Zariah.
100%, baby.
And you're helping Jet.
There you go.
That's his nickname, right?
That's it. Yep.
PG3.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, PE3, baby.
Oh, PE3.
Yeah.
Physical education 3.
Yeah, that's right. One of the best, baby. And it's awesome.
So I wanted to ask you something.
Sure.
You do Taekwondo, right?
Yes, that I do. Yes.
How long have you been doing that?
16 years. I'm on the precipice. Again, before my leg exploded, I was about to receive my 4th degree black belt in
You're no joke then, huh?
100%. That's right, baby. Take great pride in the beautiful Korean art of Taekwondo.
Because when I first saw you online, I thought you were kind of goofy at first.
To be honest, a lot of people had that take and still have that take. So, I totally understand.
Well, you're definitely goofy, but I've come to when I saw you do that Taekwondo, I was like, oh, this is a man of substance and goofiness. My kind of scum.
Yeah, there you go. A full person there. There you go. Nice.
He's got gifts beyond the beard.
That's true. God delivered, I signed for it. That's how it works. Yeah.
So what was it like growing up in the Navy house?
Oh boy. We
But
moved.
You're the younger brother too, right? So you had a big brother?
That's correct. I got 2 older brothers. I have Brody, who's my eldest, and we're all like separated by 2 years apart for the most part. My eldest brother is 3 or 4 years older than me. What's that? So let me do the quick. Yeah, he's 4 years older than me. My other older brother is 2 years older than me. There's me. There's my sister who's 2 years younger than me, and then we have an adopted sister who is quite young. She's 11-ish, 10-ish, somewhere in that ballpark. So
that's great to adopt.
Yes.
Those kids need love, you know.
That's 100%.
Parents are doing.
So shout out to my parents. Not everyone is willing to do that sort of sacrifice. So God bless them for that. But yeah, so I got a big family. We moved around all the time because of the Navy. Being in different places. I was in, my father was on the USS Georgia, the USS Baltimore, USS Tennessee. We were all over the place, which was, blessed be he. I had great discipline throughout my life, and that's how, I feel like that's where I'm at today. We don't have that shit anymore. People don't discipline or have that sort of structure that I had growing up. So I'm very grateful.
Yeah, most of the 30-year-old kids these days are so scatterbrained. They have no focus. It's all about them. So yeah.
So
including
I'm
my
really
own
blessed.
kids.
Yeah. So hey man. So it works. But I appreciate you asking, Easy. Thank you.
All right, I'll let some more callers call in because I kind of was like the only caller like one day this week. So yeah someone like talk to Hap or where's BMAC?
I don't know. I haven't seen BMAC in a while. Let's see. A couple of people I haven't seen, like Uncle Tio. It's been a long time since I've seen Tio. BMAC's sort of spotty now. I'm trying to think of other people that haven't called in a while. I'm gonna have to really think and like write down all the names. But yeah, there's a few people that haven't called in a hot second. So hey, I'll welcome them back with open arms. New people or old people, either way.
I got my amplifier fixed, so I'm gonna have to make a heavy metal intro for your show.
Hey, bring it on, baby! I love the creativity from the fans. So yeah, I'm open to it, baby. We're gonna probably be making a bunch of new stuff this offseason, so I'm all for it. Send it in, baby. Appreciate you.
True that.
Thanks, EC. True dat. Here we go. We got a YouTube super chat coming in before we go back to the phone lines. Our buddy Phil here on the show.
Wow.
Phil, we just added that to your total, which, by the way, you have 6 raffle tickets for all your super chats so far this month. So thank you so much, Phil. If J.J. McCarthy is in the draft, how high does he go? That's a great question, Phil, and I've asked that very question to several people because it's sort of like he's a rookie. He's not, contractually speaking. He is technically right now, but if you were to acquire him, he would no longer be a rookie, he'd be a second-year player. And a lot of draft experts said he'd be the first quarterback in this draft. So think about that. They said he'd be the first overall. He'd be in the running to be the first overall pick, is what some draft experts are saying on social media, which is why, to me, it's an intriguing possibility. If the Vikings, again, I think the only way J.J. McCarthy is even potentially tradable is if the Vikings sign Sam Darnold long-term. If they franchise tag him, I don't think they're trading J.J. McCarthy. If they let Sam Darnold go, obviously they're not trading J.J. McCarthy. But if they sign Sam Darnold long-term, which is possible, Sam Darnold's having a crazy year, 30-plus touchdowns, 67% completion percentage, 3,800 yards. Like, all of his statistics are career highs. And Kevin O'Connell, former Jets quarterback, head coach of the Vikings, might say, you know what, let's just keep J.J. McCarthy. Or Sam Darnold, let's keep Sam Darnold and move on for J.J. McCarthy. That could be possible. It could be. So, according to some of the draft experts, they say he'd be the first quarterback taken in this draft, which to me is interesting. Very, very interesting. But it's a good comment. Hep asked, would I give up our first-round pick for J.J. McCarthy? Hell no. I'm not giving up the 8th overall pick as we currently have it. Actually, I think we're at 9th right now. Here's the good news, by the way. Quick draft comment. The Jets, no matter what happens, are guaranteed to have a top 10 pick. I was doing the ESPN analytics because of the strength of schedule. At worst, if the Jets somehow won out, I don't know how many people believe they're beating the Bills and Dolphins in the final 2 weeks, but even if they did, they'd still have a top 10 pick because of strength of schedule. So the worst that could happen is a top 10 pick for the Jets. The best, there's a lot of different machinations that could have the Jets having a top 5 pick. 24.3% chance, according to the analytics, that the Jets get a top 5 pick. So, they're at worst top 10, could be top 5. Either way, no. I would not give up a straight-up first-round pick for JJ. My offer a couple days ago was a first-round pick swap, getting a third, doing some other alterations. Again, it's a little more difficult because the Vikings don't have a second-round pick, so it's harder to kind of mess around with the numbers. But no, straight up, hell no. I'd rather my own guy or trade back or do something. But I'd be intrigued with JJ for the right price. And to me, I evaluate JJ McCarthy and really any draft pick like a car sale. As soon as you drive it off the lot, the value starts to go down. J.J. McCarthy was the 10th overall pick. Value's only gone down. You lost a year of rookie control. He got injured and has had surgery twice. For all those reasons, his price is no longer the number 10 overall pick. It's probably still a very interesting price, but I'm willing to negotiate. Straight up first-round pick? Absolutely not. Heck no, baby. And FL 98 is right. You shouldn't even buy the Boy Green Daily membership for me. It should be to hear Hep sing songs or Phil sing songs, which, by the way, real quick, let's do one of those songs, one of my favorites, because that's kind of what this theme of today's show is. It's about Tyrod Taylor. It's about next year. And our boy FL Phil 98 sang a song about next year.
Well, we're sitting here where we've been sitting before, wondering why we keep taking more. And if you know why, won't you please share the reason with me? We start every season full of anticipation, hoping it don't end in frustration, but the football gods just won't ever let us be. We are the fans of a team called the New York Jets, and being one of them leaves you full of regret, and we ain't been happy since we won frickin' Super Bowl III. We need change. Now that folks have been fired, we need change. Someone to get us inspired, and pray they'll turn it around just as quick as can be. So here's to next year, let's believe we can win. Here's to next year, start all over again. Let's keep smiling, 'cause you know there's always next year. Yeah, keep on smiling, 'cause you know there's always next year.
There he is, FL Phil 98, the wonderful pipes of FL Phil 98. And I agree, I want to win these final 2 games. That's what the key says. I try to win these 2 games. End the season positive. We're keeping Rodgers. Can't get a quarterback in the first. Might as well build the team's confidence before season ends. And plus, because, again, you can't get worse than a top 10 pick. So what do we have to lose? Let's go, baby. Let's friggin' go. I'm all about it. Let's win some games. Let's go, try to screw up what little we can for the Buffalo Bills. They've won the division. They're in the playoffs. But let's just try to F around and see what happens. Let's go back to the phone line. I got our boy NY Jets FL baby here on the program. Good morning, sir.
Paul, good morning. Edward Ziff spanning the globe of subjects earlier. That's very
for
interesting.
Sure. Yeah, wow.
Paul, if we're going to run it back with Tyrod,
Sure.
And I talked about Cooper Rush for a while, why not? I mean, Cooper Rush should be incredibly cheap, I would imagine, to sign.
Probably. Let me see. I don't know if there's a market value on him. Let me see.
Yeah, can you pull up his stats, too? Because he's got, 25 touchdowns and maybe 8 picks or something like that.
Yeah, let me see on old Cooper Rush. Let me take a gander. Okay, Cooper Rush statistics. Okay, we got Cooper Rush stats here. All right, so this season he's got, it's even better. He's got 11 touchdowns to 3 picks, 1,700 yards, 61% completion percentage. Very nice on the analytics there. Let me take a quick peek. Do we have any market value numbers on Cooper Rush? Let me see. We do not. But he signed a 2-year deal for $5 million. He's making $2.5 million per year, people. Wow. Talk about a value for a backup. Jesus. Wow.
Paul, how many games did he play?
What, this year you're talking about?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let me see here. One moment. Cooper Rush so far this season has played in 11 games this year. 11 games. Let me see how many starts that is. That's 7 starts. So even better numbers because the appearances are probably garbage time Dak stuff. So 7 games he started in. Yeah.
That's true. So, you want to extrapolate a little. I mean, maybe he's good for, 25 touchdowns maybe on a good year. If you're lucky.
Yeah, baby. Mm-hmm.
So I say if you are going to run it back with 2 veterans, Tyrod, you don't know what you're going to get.
Right.
And maybe you can piggyback that with Cooper and draft a quarterback. Because I don't see any drama coming out of Dallas. They're losing too. And I don't see any, Cooper Rush hate coming from CeeDee Lamb. Do you see any of that?
Only there's a few points of frustration maybe during games where they seem to be on the wrong page. Like I was watching, maybe it was Cowboys Bengals or one of their prime. I guess almost all their games are in prime time. But whatever game it was, CD was wide open and Cooper hit him on the back shoulder. He should have let him, and it was incomplete. And I saw CD just stare him down, and they kind of had an awkward thing. But overall, that drama hasn't gotten to the public or anything. There've been little moments like that, but like that's natural frustration probably in a football game. But no, I haven't heard a lot of drama from that standpoint. No.
Do you think, for the sake of Garrett Wilson's mental health, because I do want to sign him long term. I talked about trading pieces and stuff, but
sure.
He's one of the 3 that I think logically, obviously, with his play, we can keep. The other 2, I'm not so sure about yet. Do you, for the sake of his mental health, do you think you consider not bringing back Rodgers and Devontae because of the buddy relationship? I mean, if we run it back and we're 500, say we're 9-8 or 10 wins, and we're not in the playoffs again, is he going to be mad again? I mean, I don't know what we're going to get out of this again. What's the goal?
Oh, well, 100%. They should factor in the fact that lifespan. Garrett Wilson, if you play your cards right, is here for the next 10 years. He's 24. He turns 25 in the summer. Like, if you play your cards right, he's here for another decade. Aaron Rodgers, if you play your cards right there, it's 1 year, 2 years maybe, but I think most people think it's one more run and that's it. So, like, who are you jeopardizing? You bring Rodgers back and company. They all want to be back. It sounds like they've sort of talked about it with how Aaron and Devontae have been discussing things publicly. It sounds like they've talked about it a few times about both of them readjusting their contracts to make it work so they could come back to the Jets. To me, I think you have to at least consider the possibility of, like, man, if we bring these guys back, but it doom squads Garrett, do we just say, fuck this? Like, let's go in the Cooper Rush direction or whatever. Hey, we know what door number 1 is. Why don't we just go to door number 2 because of the potential fallout there could be with Garrett? 1,000%. Garrett should be, I don't want to say come to the meeting room table and we're like, hey, Garrett, what do you want to do? And then we do whatever he says, but he should be sort of like not like a part of the conversation, but like at least asked his opinion. That's what you do for your best players, and especially one that's got such a direct correlation to the quarterback. I would certainly be curious to hear Garrett Wilson's thoughts on, honestly, because that's where you get those end of season meetings where you're kind of cycling people in and out. Hey, lay your guts on the table here. What's the honest truth? I'd be curious to hear what Garrett Wilson's God honest truth is, because we've had some of those coming to Jesus moments with Garrett, because Garrett said he felt a lot better. I think it was a year or 2 ago. I think it might have been last year, where it was the end of season meeting it had to have been with Saleh. And he said, I felt so much better after that meeting about the future, and they explained the vision and everything. Again, obviously there's a new coach coming in, so that might complicate a new coach, new GM, complicate that vision. But I would totally gauge him. And there's been good and bad moments with Garrett. You saw the shit from the offseason where Aaron goes in the huddle. He's like, Garrett, run fucking by him. I'm going to throw it up to you. And then you're like, wow, oh yeah, look, they're on the same page. And we've obviously seen stuff more recently where they haven't been.
Yep. Hey, Paul, based on the schedules and of other teams, there's a possibility we could be picking 5th or 6th.
Yeah, I wonder if very much so. Yeah.
I wonder if there's any way, a Cam Ward, if somebody really loves him and you get a Ben Johnson in here and you say, hey man, we're gonna trade up a little. I know you have to you got to get ahead of a few teams like Tennessee and who knows what the Raiders are going to be. Yeah. Because they obviously need everything. I wonder if we decide to go that route and then really go the full rebuild mode.
Well,
that might be the way to go. Bottom it out.
I'm a little
But
haunted, for lack of a better word, from you see Hard Knocks and with the Giants, the offseason version, and you saw Brian Dable, pounding the table for Jane Daniels, and apparently Giants ownership, that was not caught on camera, but Giants ownership argues that, hey, we told them, the leadership council, that if you felt great about a guy, you want to trade up, let's get froggy and let's figure out a price. Now, that didn't make it on camera for Hard Knocks if that conversation happened, so you have to take the Giants' brass at the word above Dable and Shane there. But Dable wanted Jane Daniels, but they didn't pay the iron price, and now look what happened. Now, maybe Washington would have never traded the pick inside the division, so maybe we don't know, but if Ben Johnson came in here, for your example, and he's like, I fucking want Cam Ward or Shadur Sanders, and I'm willing to pay the price. Guys, this is the guy. I've studied the tape. He's perfect for my offense. Blee, blah, blue. Then let's fucking go. Giddy up, motherfucker. Let's get him. If you believe he's the guy, let's not hesitate. Let's be aggressive. Let's go get the guy that you believe is the answer, because I'd rather be the answer for us than be the answer for the Raiders or the Giants or what have you. And I think the Giants, will see who the regime is, if it's the same or before. But I think they'd be intrigued by the trade down if the right offer hits, because some of these teams like the Raiders and Giants, their entire teams aren't great. They may be so intrigued by the quarterback that they don't accept the trade down, but you at least have to kick the tire. So I'm 1,000% on board. If Ben Johnson, again, who's for this example, if he wants a guy, then what the fuck are we even talking about? Of course, let's go after him and get it. And to your point, there is a path to a top 5 pick. There's, again, a 24% chance. That's pretty good to me. A near 25% chance we could get a top 5 pick. Yeah, that's pretty reasonable. That can happen.
Yeah, so I don't see like a John Gruden or a Rex or anybody you want to bring in other than a young coordinator, going up and getting somebody, because Gruden likes, veterans like Rich Gannon and he doesn't. I don't think he's going to develop a quarterback, and he's, I don't think he's the type. He needs somebody who can run his offense with his all his plays and things. So it's going to be fascinating, I'll tell you. Paul, anyway, Happy New Year early. So
yes.
We'll be around, and you have other callers, I'm sure. So you have a good day. We'll see how it goes, Paul. It's going to be fascinating for the Jets.
I appreciate it. NY Jets FL, thank you. You're the first person that's brought it up, though, for the potential trade-up scenario with the right coach. You're the first person that's brought that up on the show, so salute, sir. And yeah, I'm fucking in it, but yeah, let's go. I think of the movie Draft Day all the time, man. And to your point, the Dennis O'Leary, the former Dallas Cowboys coach, that's the Browns coach who they hire, is like, I don't like rookies. They're dumb. I like veteran quarterbacks and stuff. So there was a lot of, again, I keep referencing Doctor Strange, that there is a lot of different multiverses that exist of different possibilities for the New York Jets at the quarterback position. And I can see the Aaron Rodgers path. I can see the Tyrod path. I can see the rookie path. I can see the veteran path. I'm seeing all the paths. I want what gets us wins, baby. Let's friggin' go. That's how I feel. Let's go, baby. Number one Austria Jet fan says, Boyd Green gets me pumped up, man. I'm glad. I'm passionate, man. And I throw my chutzpah out there, whether people think it's goofy, as EC said, or not. I'm out there, man. And I'll tell you this. I just lay my cards on the table. And I allow people to accept me or hate me for what it is. I'm weird. I get it. I'm quirky. I'd say weird vernacular, And I'm not for everybody. And you know what? I appreciate that. If people watch a show and go, I don't want any part of that freakhead, that freakazoid, I respect it. I understand. And it's true. I'm not for everybody. But I appreciate the people that are for me and enjoy the show, because it's a good time, baby. It's a great time. Well, thank you to the 400 people in the room live right now on whatever the hell day is today, Friday. Shout out to everybody, the 400 people in the room. Like the video, hit subscribe, baby. This show is live every single bleeping day at 7:30 in the morning. It's a lot of fun. Plus, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're live at 3 o'clock. Plus, we got post-game shows after every single Jets game and just bonus content with a great guest. We'll be getting back into that during the offseason of getting some of the big guests up there. So shout out to everybody. Thanks for calling into the show. Thanks for all the super chats, baby, and the memberships. Again, all the information is in the scrolling ticker if you'd like to join in on the contest. Let me give a quick update before we get out of here on the latest movement Jimmy Jets is in first place with 55 memberships gifted so far this month. For Lillian Big D is at 53 memberships gifted this month. Travis Preheim's at 51. Number one Austrian Jet fans at 50, and Ed Vargas at 50. We've had a ton of movement. Travis Preheim had all 51 of his gifted memberships this week. Ed Vargas just dropped the 20 spot earlier. Jimmy Jets, we got so many people dropping 20 spots left and right and getting in this thing. It's been a fun show, people. It's been a real fun show. So shout out to Ed Vargas with the 20 gifted. E the Key, baby, with 20 gifted. Jimmy Jets gifted a bunch today, too. Phil, Austrian Jet fan, everybody. It's a real hoot, baby. A real hoot. And there you go. Oh, boom. Number one Austrian Jet fan with 5. There we go, baby. Alrighty. Let's friggin' go. All right, let's go to our number one Austrian Jet fan, who is now at 55 gifted memberships so far this month, which now ties Jimmy Jets for first place on the leaderboard. Hey now. And by the way, a quick update on our poll results. Will the Jets re-sign Garrett Wilson this offseason? 86% of you say yes. Shout out to FLPhil98 for that poll, baby. We appreciate you. Let's go. The 5 new members to the Boy Green Coffee Club are FM, Cyprian Rodgers, JBT, Peter Gibson, and 19 New York Jet 69. Were all gifted memberships from our boy, number one Austrian Jet fan, baby. We appreciate you. Thanks, Austrian. You're the best, baby. You're now tied for first place with the most gifted memberships so far this month. And look who just entered the contest, baby. Connor Long, NY Flight Jets Talk. Oh, yes, just gifted a juicy Boy Green Coffee Club membership. Let me see. Let me make sure I double check our leaderboard here. All right. Is this Connor's first gifted membership this month? I do believe so. Yes, sir. That is a raffle ticket for our big giveaway coming up, Connor. So shout out to you, my friend. That is a gifted membership in the bank and a raffle ticket for our giveaway that's coming up next week. So, okay, baby. Love to see it. And that membership went to, let me see here. Let me get it up for you. Sonny Miller got a gifted Boy Green Coffee Club membership from our guy, Connor Long. Connor, great to see you, you handsome bastard. Great welcome on the show, baby. Excellent. Damn right. All right. We're getting it here. Oh, wait a second. FLPhil98, baby, gifting a membership. Okay. Very nice. You love to see it, baby. FLPhil98 is now at 31 gifted memberships so far this month. Spicy meatball. Okay. That's what we're talking about, baby. Let's go. All right. Let's see. FLPhil98, that membership went to John Malik. John Malik, you were just gifted a Boy Green Coffee Club membership from our guy, FLPhil98. Again, 31 gifted memberships so far this month. Now, wait just a second. Connor Long with a discount double check? Hey now. Okay. Little Aaron Rodgers. Get a little bit of that action going in. This membership just went to Bill Berry. Shout out to Connor Long, who has now doubled his raffle tickets in a span of minutes. Now has 2 raffle tickets for our contest at the end of the month. Shout out to you, Connor Long. Okay, baby. All righty. Okay. The allowance money hit the bank account, baby. Good morning, Connor. Taylor Sterling. I want to be like Connor when I grow up. Mr. Long, a.k.a. Connor. Nice. You know, our favorite Connor on Jet social media, right? Connor Long, Connor Rodgers, Connor Hughes, a lot of Connors. A lot of Connors. Let's bleep and go, baby. Let's bleep and go. It is, as Snowball says, membership a palooza. Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah. Shout out. Way now. Jimmy Jets, baby, with a 5-pack of Boy Green Coffee Club membership. Sweet Caroline. All right, let's update the leaderboard. Uno mas. All right, this is none other than Jimmy Jets, who has now retaken the lead again over Austrian Jet fan. Now he has 60 gifted memberships so far this month. Good Lord have mercy. He's like, oh, hell no. We ain't ending this show with me not in first place. You love to see it, baby. Those 5 new Boy Green Coffee Club memberships go to J-Law, Tyler Hallenbeck, Quezzy Caps, Frank Vecchione, and Jeff C. All now members to the Boy Green Coffee Club. Shout out to our boy Jimmy Jets, Double J in the morning. Said, hey now. There you go. Juicy. You love to see it, Jimmy. We see you. We see you, Jimmy. Hey, real quick, let's go over to our boy Hep here on the show. What's up, Hep?
Hey, Paul, I figured we better keep it going. The money's coming in.
Yeah, that's it, baby. I love it. Yeah, the show must go on.
Yeah, so tell me, how was Soraya's Christmas this year? Because she really was probably able to really understand it, right?
Yes. So previously, she hasn't been like a big, see the presents and kids like, oh, geez, I want to open everything. So she had not been like that before this year. And then this year, one of the big things we set up is my fiance. So my fiance has a friend here locally in town who had this like mini trampoline in her house. It had like a little like net cage. It was very small. It could fit like 1 or 2 children maybe if they were jumping in it, and they were jumping very close together. So my fiance said, oh, what a great idea. Let's get one of those. My fiance did not check the size of said trampoline. So I've got like it's not full size, like put it in your backyard. I have an octagon in my living room. Let me just put it that way. We put it together the night before Christmas, so when she woke up, it was there and all set up. This thing's a friggin' octagon. It can hold 300 pounds, which, by the way, that should have been probably a dead giveaway. That this might be a little bigger than I expected. Yeah, it has a 300-pound weight limit. So, anywho, I've been in this octagon-like trampoline with my daughter in the living room, and she has now been practicing moves. There is the equivalent of a pull-up bar above the octagon that's just kind of hanging above it, and she keeps telling me she's getting better with her words. She just said again, and we've been putting her up on the pull-up bar, and she's been doing pull-ups. She is 3. And she's holding it for 10 or 15 seconds. I'm like, good Lord, have mercy. Where is this strength coming from? So it's got to be honest, that's been the most rewarding, cool thing. I'm getting very beat up with all kinds of weird wrestling moves, and she likes dropping elbows on me from this pull-up bar. So it's been quite painful. So quite frankly, if I'm just being honest, all of these memberships are just paying my medical bills on a day-to-day basis from all the damage I've been taking from my daughter. But yeah, it's been really cool. To your point, she's been more, as she's getting older, cognizant of gift openings and her growing up and that trampoline thing, which was really cool. So yeah, she's just really like digging the gifts more, which is making it more special for me, because that's now really all I care about is watching me getting gifts for other people, watching them open it, and then me getting some sort of weird joy out of getting them something that they wanted or something. So yeah, the trampoline, while I went like, Jesus, when she was putting this thing up, I'm like 300 pounds, and she went, oh geez, I guess my fiance, it's a little bigger than I thought. I'm like, little bigger than you thought? It's taking up my whole living room. I have to like see through the, in today's day and age with baseball netting, you have to like look through the netting to see the game. I have to look through that to see my big TV for the Jets game. I'm like looking through netting now because of the size of this gosh darn trampoline in the living room. But it is awesome. It's pretty special.
Oh, that's great, man. That's what it's about. Like you said, I have a 3-year-old grandson and a 5-year-old grandson. So I know what you're talking about. And it's magic when you see it, And,
how was your Christmas, Hep, with the family?
It was really good. I have 2 Jewish little boys, and I'm Catholic, so I'm the excuse for Santa Claus and everything. So Santa Claus comes to my house, and I bring up the loot and stuff. And
oh, that's awesome! Hep gets to play Santa. That's great.
Yeah, it's a great thing. And anyway, I just wanted to check in with you and see how you did. And one of these days, I'll get my internet figured out.
Oh, yeah. One day, Hep, but we appreciate hearing the great pipes. Thanks for calling in, brother, and happy holidays.
Love you, bud. You too, bud.
Yeah. Love you, pal. And yes, so it's great. Yeah, so the trampoline's been a real hoot. So shout out to my fiance. She's always the thinker. She always, with all the gifts and everything, but it's been a lot of fun. And the key, make sure to like and subscribe. People, again, the memberships have meant the world because it helps me support the show. That I'm not gonna bullshit you. The money coming in helps make me be able to live and do the show and invest more into the show and all that. That's true. But the thing that gets overlooked all the time is, like, I say it. You probably hear YouTube people say all the time, like the video, hit subscribe. You're like, oh, what does that even mean? It really actually helps the show get in front of more Jet fans. So if you don't have the financial means, and some of you don't, to be able to afford to support the show in a financial way, then make sure you're slapping the crap and pounding the like button, baby, and hitting subscribe to the channel and telling your other Jet fans and friends and others about the show. That helps spread the wealth. So let us know. We are at, let me see. I haven't done this in a hot second. Let me see how many just straight up subscribers we have. No money involved, just straight up subscribers. Let me see how many we have. We have 7,167. My next big number that I'd love to get to is 10,000. That's a big one in my head of subscribers to get to. So we're a couple thousand away. I hope we could get there. That'd be awesome. That's a good number in my head of continuing to grow this puppy. So yeah, man, it's just great. Absolutely great. So yeah, guys, let us know. Really cool. So appreciate all the support, everybody. Which is amazing. Any holes in the ceiling yet? Snowball asks. Thankfully not. So it's still probably 6 or 7 feet from the ceiling. Thank God. So we've got a high ceiling. I don't know if it's like a high ceiling or a normal ceiling. I don't know. I haven't judged a lot of houses on ceiling length or verticality. But yeah, thankfully, not close enough to bang walls. Although I have to kind of push it because it's like a net, so I don't want her to hit against the wall if the cage is too close. So we're working on it. We're working on it. Jeffrey, I was banned from Discord when my time in the hole ended. I'm no longer in Jake's or Boy Green's channels. Need some fresh links. So Jeffrey, you could get that from our boy Jared, and if not, I'll make sure I put that in the YouTube community chat for all our new members to the Boy Green Coffee Club. I'll put a fresh link. If you are a YouTube member to my channel here on YouTube, you'll be able to click the link and sign in through your YouTube, and then you'll be able to join the Discord party. I'll do that as soon as the show is over here in a minute. So put that in. Jimmy Jet says Connor will be Boy Green's replacement in a few years. I hope I get a few years left. It might be sooner than. Connor might be taking over tomorrow for all I know. Think about that. E the Key, think about this. If everyone that got gifted a membership and paid it forward, just think of that. That's true. If everyone that got gifted a membership then gifted another membership, it's kind of like they say, hey, if everyone in the world gave up $1 for this or that or the other, you'd get the world spinning around. That's true. So that could happen for sure. I appreciate it. Thanks for all the support, everybody. Let me make sure I get every comment in here. Snowball, there are more Jet fans in the world other than us? That's like an Inception question. I'm not quite sure. But either way, that's pretty good. All right, last one here. FM says, BG, thoughts on Jalen Milroe's quarterback? I believe he's the best quarterback in the draft and is getting Lamar treatment on draft boards. Could be the steal of the century. Yeah, we'll see. Again, initially I heard him as a top 5 pick, and then I heard him as a 2nd or 3rd round pick. 3 siblings thinks he'll be a lock to be a top 15 pick. He said that earlier. So maybe ultimately the stock will kind of bounce around, ping pong around, bing, boom, bang, bang, bam, and then ultimately settle in as a top 15 pick. He's an intriguing guy. None of the outside of Cam Ward, who I'm really excited. I've seen Cam Ward here in ACC country, so I saw him, and he's an exciting player. But none of these guys make me say, and I'm not. I want to make this clear. I'm not a quarterback evaluator. I do have a couple of quarterback evaluation books, and I'm looking forward to. I hope I can have Brian Billick real quick. Here's a quick plug. Let me see. Where's that book? Here it is. Highly recommend this book. It's called The Q Factor, okay? The Elusive Search for the Next Great NFL Quarterback. This is by Brian Billick, Super Bowl winning coach. I hope to have Brian Billick on. This is a fascinating read about kind of a deep dive into quarterback evaluation and QB draft stuff. I've really enjoyed this book. I'm going to read this probably again this offseason because the Jet fans need to be equipped for the latest quarterback evaluation process. Yeah, Q Factor. That's a good one. Good little number there. Like I said, I'll have to go back and read that one again. That's a good one on quarterback evaluation. So long story short, I don't think there's anyone in this class that makes me go clear franchise quarterback, start from day one. But developmental guys, sure. Jalen Milroe's on that list for me. It also depends on the offensive coaching staff. Well, who do they bring in for the Jets, which will hopefully hone in a welcoming environment potentially for a developmental quarterback. That to me would be another factor as well. Let's go back to the phone lines. We got NY Jets Indy here on the show. What's up, brother?
What's going on, BG? What's going on, man?
Hey, thanks for calling in, pal. Appreciate it.
Hey, man, I try to catch your show every morning, man.
Appreciate that, man, and happy holidays to you.
Thank you, man. Man, I'm glad the last guy just talked about Jalen Milroe, man. What have you checked him out yet?
Yeah, I've seen a couple of games kind of sort of similar. Cam Ward's the one I've seen the most because I'm here in ACC country covering Syracuse football, so I see Cam Ward all the time. I've seen Shadur for a couple of highlight games, and kind of the same for Jalen. I've seen him for some highlight games of his career. So I haven't seen every game on Jalen. Are you a Jalen Milroe guy?
Yeah, I think. Look, I think that a lot of this whole really pretty much draft class. Like, I don't think it's a real strong draft class.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, even quarterbacks. I mean, even the top two guys. I don't think that they're I don't think that they're great shit. I think that they're the best out of the bunch. But
sure,
I think that what I like about Jalen Milroe is he's not complete. He's not all the way there as a passer yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I like his arm strength and I like his arm talent. I obviously like his mobility. But I think he would be that perfect guy to sit behind a veteran for a year and then play. And I think with the right coaching and the right type of offense to build around him, he could be that Lamar Jackson type quarterback. And I think that that's what we need. We need a fresh offense. Where I'm at next year, I'm in the middle right now. I'm like, we could bring Rodgers back maybe if he's trying to take a pay cut. But it's another part of me that honestly feels like, to what end? Just cut him. Just reset it. Just go with Tyrod. And because I'm like, realistically, we're not going to win the Super Bowl next year, I don't think. I mean, with the way that we're playing, and I'm just like, should we keep Rodgers for what, 8-9 wins and maybe not make the playoffs? Is it really worth it? I would rather dang near just probably just go with Tyrod, draft Milroe, continue to build the roster out. Or, if you want to, insert Cooper Rush, go get another veteran quarterback, because there's ways that you can win with outside of a great quarterback, outside of Rodgers. Look at Mike Tomlin with Russell Wilson. His career was almost over. Look at Jaden Daniels. He's a rookie. Look at what he's doing. The Bears was doing okay before they kind of fell off, but I'm just saying that Rodgers doesn't always amount to wins. And my worry with Rodgers next year is, what is the relationship with him and Garrett Wilson? Because they seem really off, and it seems like that. I think Brees is frustrated because he's not getting the ball like he should. I believe we should be a run first team, and we're not.
Me too. Yeah.
We should run the football. We got Braylon Allen, Brees Hall, and we should be running the football. But we're trying to, have Rodgers throw it across the yard 30 times a game, and it'll work some games. But you see how many times it's worked versus how many times it's not.
Yeah. It's a good point. Again, I would have loved to see, and now it's too late, of course, but I would have loved to see, and I thought that's what the Jets were going to be. When people were talking to me in the offseason, they said, folks, this Jets team is going to be running it a lot more than you think, and watch out. And they didn't, for whatever reason, and they were in all these close games. There's no reason why they shouldn't have been more committed to the run, especially with how talented Brees Hall is. But that's what I hope is the vision moving forward. Unless you're getting Patrick Mahomes tomorrow, which I don't anticipate that happening, you're going to be running the football, and there's nothing wrong with that. A balanced offensive approach. They didn't use a lot of play action this year. That surprised me. I thought that would have been a key piece of you establish a run game. Oh shit, we got to stop this run. Oh wow,
that's what I thought.
Action shots with Aaron Rodgers. Here we go, Garrett Wilson and everybody else getting involved, and we didn't see it this year. That's one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Yeah, because you look at the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
Now Justin Herbert's a good quarterback. Now right now he's not in the MVP voting.
Definitely
but what it is they have an identity. They run the football first. Justin Herbert they have to play good defense, or Herbert just has to make the throws.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we need to be at with Aaron Rodgers, not throwing the ball 30, 40 times a game like it's 2015, because he's just not that anymore.
Yeah.
And another thing that worries me about Rodgers is not so much his mobility as age. Is what he showed this year that's really concerning is his decision making. I mean, the simple reads, the simple like the decision making. Those are like the interceptions. He doesn't turn the football over a lot, and he done that a lot more than I would have expected him to do.
He definitely did. Yeah, he definitely did. Obviously, he's reined it in more recently, but still, I think even your decision-making thing goes beyond just picks. I mean, it's just been situations where there's been so many dirted balls. The completion percentage for Aaron Rodgers is down because it's just like throwaway plays, and he just angrily looks at the sideline when, like, Garrett's been.
Yep.
or Tyler's been open, or whoever. Brees has been open in the flat. Like, there have been guys that are open. He skips a rock across the pond, and he's like, geez, and looks at the sideline like, what the fuck? And I'm like, and I'm looking at everybody like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, why are we getting these skip passes all over the place? So he has not been as accurate this year, and that's harshly affected the Jets.
Yeah, it just drives you up a wall. You watch the games, and Garrett is wide open, and he, on that 4th and 4 in the last game. For one, I thought we should have, one of those times I thought we should have kicked the field goal, but it's just on that 4th and 4 play, the one where he threw it up to Devontae on the pylon. Yeah. Garrett Wilson was wide open, but the problem was Rodgers predetermined where he was going with that ball before it was snapped.
100%.
And that's what's hurting the team, and that's why part of me is like, man, I don't really, I don't want to see him back next year because he's putting himself above the team, and that's not what we need.
Definitely not. And I remember that play that you're talking about. I equated it to my Madden. I said, something to play Madden before the plays that we call, like, I don't give a shit what the coverage is. I'm throwing it to square. I don't give a shit what's going to happen. I don't give a fuck if he's double, triple covered. I just determine when I pick the play, I'm throwing it to square on this play. And Aaron has done that a ton this season where he's like, square. And I'm like, whoa, Ryder, what about X or R1 or triangle?
Yeah.
And
exactly.
Been a lot of that this year, unfortunately. A lot of that this year. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, NY Jets Indy, I appreciate you calling in. I hope you call in more, brother. Some fun conversation. Thanks, pal.
Okay, thank you.
There he is, joining us on the show, NY Jets Indy. What a great way to end the show, baby. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. And maybe we'll be live with Jake Asman later. I'm not sure. I've not heard from Jakey if we'll be on that. Normally, we're on every week, so I'll keep you guys posted. There might be a chance we're live a little bit more in the afternoon today. If not, we will be back on tomorrow. Hop on Pop is back, baby. So we'll be back with my old man on the show tomorrow. I hope you guys can tune in for that. That will be an absolute doozy. Wait a second. I think we got one more caller in here. Let's throw it in. We got Chloe here on the show. What's up, Chloe?
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay, I guess. I'm here for you. So, the reason why I'm calling in and not my dad is because he passed away.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And I think he just got gifted a membership too.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Chucky, bless you. He passed away Sunday morning.
Oh my gosh. My thoughts are with you and the family. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It pretty much.
Shush.
Always one more call. She just wanted to let you know, you and the rest of the Jets community, really were something he looked forward to, waking up every day and watching your show. So
what was so I know your father's name was Roger. What was his last name?
Farish, Farrish.
Say that one more time, sorry.
Farish, Farrish.
ISH. Yes, Roger F on the channel. I saw that on YouTube. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you for calling in, and I'm glad that Roger enjoyed the show. That's so super cool. That's amazing. And thank you. And I'm so, like I said, I'm so sorry for you and your family. That's so sad.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. We just wanted to let you know.
Well, thank you. We'll definitely give him a shout out and everything else. But our love and everything is sent to your family. And Chloe, thanks for calling in and saying something nice. Your dad was awesome, and I always appreciated all our conversations here on the show. He was awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Chloe. All right, thanks everybody. Thank you guys. Well, there you go. There it is. Roger F was someone that. I don't think he called into the show a lot, but he certainly interacted on the show. And I say this all the time about people that are able to interact with the show and get something out of it. Let's please, Roger Farish, let's please send her our hearts. Oh, man, that just hits you. There's no time to lose somebody, but at the holidays too. Just, hearts up for Chloe and our awesome family. Chloe, thanks for calling in. Oh, man, that just hits you. So, Roger Farish, let's put one up, Jet fans. Let's give it up. I'm glad we got to that call, thank goodness, before we signed off. Chloe, we're thinking about you. Roger F., his family, We're thinking about you guys. That's man. It just goes to show you. I just lost my grandmother last week, and I lost my grandpa last year. Man, life and death, man. That's just it's hard stuff to deal with. But we're here for each other, man. So let's think about Roger Farish, the Farish family. Our thoughts, our love are sent out to the Jets community. It was so cool. Loved having Roger interacting with us on YouTube and everywhere else. So our condolences are sent out to Chloe. They're sent out to the Farish family. Thank you. We'll make sure we put something up as well everywhere so everyone could share their thoughts about Roger. I see that. Rob V saying, Roger F. staple in the community, known for his outlandish takes. Great guy. God. Send out the love, everybody. Hug your loved ones. Rest in peace, Roger. We're getting a lot of nice messages here for Roger. He's MFC's like, I'm going to go call my daughters. Like, hey, man, I got kids too. That's just, man, let's all send out all the love. Bless Chloe, your family. God bless Chloe. Condolences, love. Sent out to Chloe and her family, man. That's sad. Absolutely sad. Wow. Here's one of these for Roger. I'm sure he would love one of these. Roger F., we're thinking about you, buddy. God bless. I'm sure you're looking down upon us and maybe some more of those great Jets takes you're throwing down at us, man. Life's too short. Love you, Chloe. Love you, the Farish family. We love you guys. Absolutely. Pour it out. Get it all out there. Send up your prayers and love for the Farish family, man. That's Thanks, Roger, for always interacting with the show, man. That means a lot. Like I said, we have people that call into the show all the time. And we have people that just interact on the show in the comment section. I appreciate it all the same. If people cared enough about the show to interact with it, and then we're all family here, man. We're all family here. So when one hurts, we all hurt. Jets family supports with love. There's no doubt about it. So thank you to the Farish family. Fastest Food Review saying, great dude, Roger F. Awesome. We love you guys. Well, with that, man, that gets you. I just can't stop thinking about the Farish family, man. Prayers up, everybody. Again, just be thinking about the Farish family. Think about the Farish family right now. And again, another salute to Roger F., man. Thank you for being a part of our show. And you'll live on forever, man. Jets Mafia unite. Jets Nation unite. Jet fans unite. We'll be thinking about Roger F. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you. Think about Chloe and the Farish family. Thanks, everybody.